Hey, one of the early experiences with Shoes of Prey that was so scary and made me think, maybe I'm crazy, was when we started looking for potential suppliers. I remember, we were meeting with a bunch of them, and then one of them emailed us to say, yep, happy to work with you, but I really like you, so just letting you know, you'll be out of business in 3 months. And it was terrifying because she's an industry expert. She'd been making shoes for decades, and Michael and I had this idea and a bit of tech and retail kind of, marketing experience, but we knew nothing about making shoes. So the suppliers were used to getting minimum order quantities, and that's the minimum amount that you're allowed to order for just one product in the thousands, and we were asking them to make just one product at a time. They did agree to supply us, but I think it was largely because the global financial crisis had just hit and a lot of their mass production orders were not coming in. Looking back on it now, I'm really glad that we were crazy enough to keep going for this idea instead of stopping and listening. And today we built our own factory with a on-demand, scalable factory to make all of these shoes. But I don't blame her for saying that it wouldn't work, because from her frame of reference, thinking about mass manufacturing of shoes, it's true, our idea wouldn't have worked. But we were just naive and energetic and arrogant enough to move forward with the idea despite having heard this. I didn't realize it at the time, and it's all with the blessing of hindsight that I realized at that moment we were weighing up whether she was giving us great expert advice or whether expertise was preventing her from seeing a good idea. And I've got to admit, I look out for this as much as I can in my own decision making when I hear ideas, because I definitely do the same thing. It's so natural. As adults, we're trying to form that expertise so that we have this reference to make quick, good decisions with, but that same sort of set of parameters can be the thing that stops us from seeing something awesome. And those of you stepping outside of that to start a business or push your company a little further or shift careers around, we're the crazy ones stepping outside of those parameters, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, I know that we're in a good place with our own factory now and all that kind of stuff, but it was really, really, really hard, and there were plenty of times that we absolutely could have easily tripped over and failed. And in some ways, I'm surprised at all of the things that all the barriers that we've managed to get over to get here today. But I think it's that insane perseverance up against failing so many more times than you succeed that is a really important characteristic of an entrepreneur, and can get you down. So I think it's important to talk about it because it's so normal. So if you're watching and you're starting a business, how's it going? Has anyone told you that your idea is not going to work, or that you're crazy for trying it? Or have you told someone that same thing? And how are you dealing with it? What are you getting up to? The ultimate that I think about with this is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Can you imagine the first time someone pitched that story? They were like, you know what? They're going to be turtles, they'll be adults, they're going to be ninjas, they'll be named after classical artists, the dad's going to be a rat, the enemy's a brain in a jar. It's going to be huge. Crazy, right? But it's a huge empire. Anyway, let me know in the comments how things are going with you, if you've been told no, it's not going to work, and how you've dealt with it. I hope you have an amazing week, and don't forget, do everything before you're ready. Bye.